Good morning. Om Shanti. Don't you love that? That really just opens up your heart and makes you feel so good inside. Just listening to that. Listening to that beautiful song. That's Christian Hoffman. It was a song as a gift to the Brahma Kumaris. And thank you, Sister Dr. Jenna from the Meditation Museum in Washington, D.C., for alerting us to that exquisite song. Thank you, Jenna. You are so caring and loving, and I suggest everybody listen to her 6:30 every day, Monday through Friday, and you'll get to hear some beautiful meditations and talks and all kinds of wonderful things. So thank you, Sister Dr. Jenna, Meditation Museum in Washington, D.C. So good morning, everybody. Thank you all for watching and coming. I hope we have the situation with the speaker is better, and if you start to hear it with some wonky little sounds, let me know. And Om Shanti, say it with me. Bring up those vibrations of love and peace and purity. Say it with me. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. I am peace. I am love. I am happiness. I am all those things. So today we have a wonderful subject to talk about, because I know for myself too, as well as so many of you out there, we have a lot of fear in our hearts. And so let's learn to get away from that fear and get back to the faith that we know we are. When I wrote the title, From Fear to Versus Faith, Veronica wrote me, our sister Veronica from Miami, and she wrote, shouldn't it be faith versus fear? Or is it like Patty and Patrick? Same thing. Same thing. So I said, I think we all know, and we should by this time, especially the meditators with us, we should know that faith is so strong in us, and our faith, no matter what religion, no matter what your upbringing was, no matter what, your faith should be powerful. And I think that's what the world is missing out there right now, is the strong faith of God and the strong faith within our heart and our soul. I think that is so much that's missing right now. If a lot of us could give those vibrations of our faith. What is your faith? My faith is peace. My faith is purity. My faith is happiness and love and wisdom. That's my faith. And so no matter what your upbringing, what your religion was when you were young and your parents took you to temple or synagogue or church or wherever you went, your faith was strong then. And many people, in fact, a lot of people, millions out there in the world, have lost that power of faith. The power to know that God is here and He is protecting us from all the difficulties and all the challenges that get thrown in our way. You know, they say God would give you nothing that you can't handle. Well, so many people have been given such disastrous, difficult, challenging things, especially with this virus. Many people have lost family and friends and co-workers. This is a very, very challenging time in our world, and we have to think about our faith and get right back to it. Follow all the guidelines that we're told to follow and get back to the faith we know we are. Because you see, when you are deep and full of faith, you can have no fear. No fear is there because your heart is filled with the faith of God. Your soul is filled with the connection to the One. We are all God's children. We are all children of the same Father. And that Father watches over us. And He loves us. And He wants us to be free. And He wants us to break away all those bonds that are holding us back and making us fearful. That's truly what this is. We have to get rid of the bonds of fear. They entangle us and they wrap us around, and we're not free then. We are not free to be who we were born to be. We are not free to find our life's purpose. And this last week we talked about the happy place. Well, this is part 2, the happy place. The place away from fear and back to faith. The place away from all the difficulties of life. The place away from all of the bad things that are happening out in our world. I know many of us, maybe we're fearful for the election coming up. Maybe we're fearful for illness. Maybe we're fearful for so many things that could be attacking our faith. And we can't let that happen. We can't let that happen because we are people of faith. Every one of us, no matter what your religion, we are people of faith who trust, who have honesty, who trust in the Word of God, who trust in the word of beauty and purity and love. So we have to get back to those feelings of faith. We have to get back and let that fear go. My motto is no bad days, because every day when you wake up, put your feet on the floor, and you are living in a space of gratitude. You say, thank you, God. Thank you, higher power. Thank you, Allah. Whatever you call your higher power, thank you for another day. Another day that you're well. Another day that you have a home to be in. Another day that you are filled with the faith of God. So let's meditate about that. Let's see if we can bring back our faith and our freedom from fear, because that is one of the things that's holding us back. We have to stop worrying. Can't worry about anything. My beloved father, who's gone now, my Lokic father, my earthly father, he always used to say, worry is going to make you sick. It takes down your immune system. If you're concerned about things, and we all are, that's okay. But stop that worrying. Worry makes you sick. So let's see. Let's listen to this nice opening for us today. Let's listen to this.
The world is changing. You are changing. There is unrest and restlessness at the same time as increased awareness and a shift in consciousness, both arising simultaneously. There are those who are becoming more afraid, and equally those who are becoming more sure and certain of the light that they are and the love they can express. A wonderful quote from Marianne Williamson is perfect for this time. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. At this time now, we are being asked to embrace the unknown and step boldly into the new. To do this, we must increase our confidence by trusting in something that is bigger and greater than each and every one of us. To trust in the beingness that we are, that is beyond our individual personality, that is beyond our egos, beyond our mind. Trust in the unwavering connection we have to unconditional love, and if we allow it to, it will fill us up and flow out into the world. Many scientists have talked about how we are energy vibrating, and more than 90% of what we are is unseen. We are asking you to tap into that 90% that is unseen and let it shine. Feel into that expansiveness that you consist of. Put your full attention onto this field of who you really are. It never runs out. It never ceases to exist. It is a consistent part of the oneness of you and everyone. It is constantly connected to the source of all that is. You are love and the divine expressing itself. You are connected always. You are loved always. You are totally accepted and appreciated without judgment, without prejudice, without time. You are valued, acknowledged and seen. All that you are, that massiveness of energy vibrating that you are beyond what you can see with your current vision, is love. You can send that love out through your field so that it may be felt by everyone. Do it now. Close your eyes and see an impulse of pure love beaming out of your heart, moving out of your field. Let it extend out so it touches and surrounds the entire planet and everyone and everything within it. Let your light shine. Be the love you want to see in the world.
Don't wait. You are worth it. You are filled with that love. Send it out to the world. Isn't that beautiful? You are powerful, filled with faith in your higher being. You are powerful, and strong, and dedicated to helping others. Service, service, service. And you can do service while you're in your home. You can sit when you meditate, send out that love and that peace and that beautiful wisdom and purity that you are. Send it to the world. Get rid of that fear. Let it go. Enid said, let go and let God. Let go of those fears you are feeling. They're doing you no good. They're making you small. They're making you tiny. And you don't have the power when you're small and tiny. You have the power when you let that love come out of you and go right directly to the people and souls in this world. That's what we have to do. We have to do that, and it will always, always help us. Because when you give in service, you get back. It's like the old boomerang effect. Whatever you throw out there, you get back. God tells us if we take one step of courage, we'll get 1,000 more. So that's what we have to do. Get rid of our fears. Stop worrying. Don't worry. Life will go on. It will. They say, and we say, the drama of life. We are all actors in this play of life. And that drama will go on the way it's supposed to do. So you're worrying about it and being concerned that things are going to not go your way. Let it go. Let it go. And we have to send that light and that love. Trust the plan. Trust the plan of faith. Trust that plan. Let's listen to this meditation.
Take a few deep breaths. Breathe in and out. And become aware of yourself as a soul. I am a soul. There has to be with awareness and understanding. I am a soul. Awareness, understanding, and visualization. I am a soul. And then become aware that as a soul, consciousness, I am immortal. You are immortal. But talk to yourself in the first person. I'm a soul and I'm immortal. There's no beginning to me. Death cannot come to me. I will neither be born nor will I die. I am always here. I always exist. My original nature as an immortal soul is I am divine. Divinity is part of who I am. And the fourth step, I can use this divinity to elevate my life, to bring bliss into my life. And the more I reflect on these 4 steps without external thoughts, the more I build my faith. And I will do a quick one again. I am a soul. I'm immortal. I'm neither born nor will I die. My original nature is divinity. And this divinity can be brought into my everyday life. Again, I am a soul. I'm immortal. I'm neither born nor will I die. My original nature is divinity. And this divinity can be brought into my everyday life. The more focused and concentrated I become, the more experiences I will have, and that leads to conviction. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. We were listening to Sister Shireen Chada from Tampa Meditation, and she's wonderful, and she gives us a lot of tips. So those tips are wonderful to get away from your fear. And as Juanita just told us, put as much energy into your faith as you have put into your fears. One day last week, I was listening to the news. I don't like to do that. And I heard so much and so many things that I literally had a panic attack. I was so stressed from all of the good and the bad and the ugly. I was so stressed. And I sat down and I meditated. And I meditated for a long while because I knew that was the way to get rid of anxiety and stress. We must not have that energy in fear. We must have that energy in our faith. Our faith that everything is going to go as it was planned. Everything is going to go as it's needed to do. That's what our faith tells us. Our faith says we can be strong. We can choose every day to make it a good day or a bad day. We can choose every day to live in a space of gratitude. Certainly, I don't put my head in the sand. I know there's so much trauma and fear out there in the world, and so many people. Look at the numbers. They go up by the hundreds of thousands of numbers of people suffering from this virus. But that's because people have lost their faith to do the right thing. Wear the mask, wear the gloves, do what you're supposed to do. Say social distancing away from other people. If we do all those things, this virus will go away in time. And the scientists are working on vaccines to help us. They're not going to be here momentarily, but they will be eventually here. And so we have to have that faith that everyone is going to be okay. We have to keep that power of faith. Put as much energy into your faith as you're putting into your fear. This fear overcomes you, and you can't exist. Your life looks like a big circle like that it's tying you up in bondage. That's what fear does. That's what fear does. It puts you in a place of bondage. You want the freedom to be who you are and whose you are. We are all, every soul in this world, all children of God. And whether some people are acting like godlike, as they should, all you can do is send them your vibrations of love and peace. There's nothing you can do to change a person's mind. There's nothing you can do to change a person. The only person you can change is yourself. That's who you can change. So if worry and fear occupy you so much of the day, 12, 14 hours of the day you're awake, and then you can't sleep because you're worried and fearful, what are you doing to your life? What are you doing to yourself? You're only making yourself get smaller and smaller and smaller. You're not powerful anymore. Now, is the sound better now? Tell me yes or no, girls. Tell me, and gentlemen, is the sound better? I have a feeling, well, I will write to Facebook, but I have a feeling that we're only supposed to do a half hour, and I think that's why the static comes on right after the half hour is gone. So I'm thinking that might be. So tell me, is the pillar, is it better now? Joanne and Enid, is it better now? Does it sound clear? Tell me if it is, because I want to make sure. I just have a few more things to share with you, and then we'll be finished for today. So tell me, is it sound better? Yes?
He's untold. Then we'll land far, far away in the subtle region beneath cool rays of power-filled purity and light from the eyes that but utter lover's delight, lover's delight. As a soul you take off to the world of peace, you take off to your world of peace, you fly off to your home. Into the silence you then arrive, and into the depth of knowledge you dive. Heart to heart you sweetly converse with the Father Supreme, completely immersed, completely immersed. As a soul you take off to the world of peace, you take off to your world of peace, you fly off to your home.
Om Shanti. I'm glad the sound is better. I have a feeling that we only are supposed to do a half hour, and it runs over for me. I have so much to share with you all. Well, as long as we are together now and you can hear me, I do want to talk a little bit more about fear and about faith, because it's very important to keep the faith strong. Now, you see things happen like that happened to me, and that's, anything can happen, but you can't lose your peace over it. You can't lose the faith that you have that things will be okay. You cannot lose that. And I want you to trust the plan. Trust the plan that things are going to get better. Now, in a week, we have the election here in the United States, and we have to sit quietly. If you have not voted as yet, make sure you vote, but meditate. Meditate on the vote, because that would be the best thing to do. To sit down in the quiet in your home and meditate on the vote. Now, I just wanted to share this little thing that I wanted you to understand and have that fear disappear. But as Sister Denise said, it's a natural thing that happens when things are going wrong. You get a fear and you realize that some things are going to happen, and it's natural. So if you are feeling fear, sit down quietly in a quiet place, either in your home or outside where you're alone out there, and meditate. Meditate on the power of peace and love and happiness. Yes, meditate, because that is the best thing that you can do. Now, I want to make sure that you'll be able to hear this meditation, because I think it's a wonderful, wonderful meditation, and I would like you to be able to hear this. So let's try. Tell me again if it gets staticky, okay?
Fear is like a great magician, but casts the illusion that I have something that the world can take away from me. It makes me believe that love can be taken away, that peace can be taken away, that even my life can be taken away. To dispel this illusion, I have to be willing to go on an inward journey, away from the physical world and into the ocean of my spiritual being. I take some time now to rest my mind in stillness, and I begin to sense that peace as it unfolds like a warm light into every cell of this body. I take some time to remember that I am spirit, and that before I entered this world, I was complete with peace, with love, with joy. These qualities exist within me forever. And the only reason I lose touch with them is I forget who I am. So I take some time now to remember that I am light. I am eternal. Even death cannot finish this light. I am love. And no matter what happens in the outside world, that love will always be within me. When I think on these qualities, when I emerge love in my heart, when I emerge peace in my mind, when I take time to sense my eternity and to remember that I am distinct from this physical world, then I begin to realize that just like the ocean is a world unto itself, my inner world is a world unto itself. My inner world is full of qualities. And just like the physical world offers water, flowers, fruits, and resources, my inner world can offer me so much love, so much peace, so much comfort that no external situation can shake me. The more I practice this awareness that I am light and that the experience of these qualities continues eternally, independent of anything that can happen in the outside world. The more I realize that I am incorporeal, pure and light, the easier it will be to dispel the illusion of fear. And I will realize I have nothing the world can take away from me. Because regardless of anything that happens, I am always light. I am always peace. I am always a child of the Supreme Being.
You all heard that. That was good. Thank you all. I'm sorry that we have that issue periodically, but I know what that static comes from now. I'm sure Facebook doesn't want us on live longer than a half hour, but I will be here next week. Even though it's election day, I will be here next week, and we'll meditate on the vote, and we'll meditate to bring peace and comfort and joy back to this world that we are all a part of. And with blessings to each one of you. I love you all for hanging in there with me and staying with me even through the problems that we had. And if we can, this is a very short meditation, and let's just listen. This is Sister Jenna, and let's just listen to them, and let's listen to what she has to say.
Breathing naturally, slowing down, pause, choose to be still. Allowing the silence and its energy to surround you. Whatever thoughts seem to be pressing against the corners of your awareness, respectfully inform them. I will return to you in a while. You are intuitively aware of the many rooms that exist inside. You are aware that these rooms have always existed inside of you. And even now, that you choose to simply be still. Release attachments to your name, gender, religion, titles. And release your attachments to stories. Right now, the only important story for you is to be still. be silent. You breathe. You breathe in the stillness of silence. Silence is natural for you. It is your birthright to be quiet inside. Here there are no waste thoughts, no expectations, no desires, no regrets. Just silent. In this place of silence, there is a force. It makes you stand strong. Silence makes you clear. Silence offers you the space you need from the various pulls from people, responsibilities, and deadlines. You are silent. You are still. You are silence. You are silent. You are still.
Om Shanti. In that place of silence is where you can find your faith, which is stronger than any fear that you might be feeling. Your faith will make you powerful. Your faith in good and love and peace and joy. Your faith will make you powerful so that you will not experience these consequences of fear. Faith is where it's at. Faith is what we have to do now. And faith and love and peace. We are eternal. You have nothing to fear. You don't need to be afraid of anything, even of dying, because faith that you have, you're eternal. The body shall die, but your faith and your love and your purity, that's the soul, and the soul goes on for many births. So stay strong, stay peaceful, stay love, stay in love with what you have to do in your life. Stay in love and remember you are the light. You are the angel light. You are the light. So let's listen one more time to this song as we say goodbye, because you are to me a blessing, and I'm so glad you stayed with me. I am sure it's got to be, we can only do a half hour, so that's what we'll do from now on. I'll have to get everything into a half hour, but let's listen. Let's listen to this song. Let me get this at the beginning. Okay. That's for you, Janet, if you're still with us. And Roz, too.
May I always walk the path of love.
It's for all of you.
Radiate my beauty below, inside, above. I will open up my heart each day in you to the love of family, love of life, and love of you. This is a beginning, not an end. Our blessings upon blessings, my friend. Our blessings upon blessings, my friend. May I always live a life in peace, that every precious moment sees our unity increase. May every word I speak be strong and true. I will always see the face of God in the face of you. This is a beginning, not an end. Our blessings upon blessings, my friend. Our blessings upon blessings, my friend. And I am committed to service. I can change the world through my two hands and open heart to understand. May I always shine my inner light, the colors of the rainbow rising up to brilliant white. No matter where my choices lead me to, there will always be a place inside my heart for you. This is a beginning, not an end. Our blessings upon blessings, my friend. And like the stars that warm the darkest night, we will always fill the world with our love, our life, our light. This is a beginning, not an end. Our blessings upon blessings, blessings upon blessings, blessings upon blessings, my friend.
Om Shanti. Thank you all for hanging in there with me. Narit from Israel, bless you. Bless you all, Carol, Veronica, Helene, everybody who stuck it out with me today. But we won't have this problem next week. Remember, next week is voting day. I will be here, but only a half hour. We will meditate. And I love you all. I want you all to come back and join me. We will solve this static problem, I promise you. But now, have a beautiful week. Meditate the vote. And send your light and your love and your peace and your faith out to the world. They need it. Om Shanti. And have a beautiful, beautiful week.